Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to look at Google Sheets. As always, you can start from the new button and go and make a blank document or a sheet from a template. But today I'm going to start with one I've already been working on because I put some data in it. And the first thing you always need to do is if you're going to be collaborating, make sure you share that document. You can either put an address directly in there or you can get a shareable link. When you get that, you can get this link and you'll see this version giving them viewing rights, but you can also give editing or comment rights. Let's get this. And so I could copy this link and I could give that to anyone that I wanted to have be able to collaborate with me. So that's sharing. Now I have this data, so you can see that I had 4 teams and they played 3 rounds of a game. The first thing I want to do is I want to freeze this top row so that I can sort the data. So I'm going to freeze row 1. So to freeze any row, you just go up to View, Freeze, and then select if you want the first 1 or 2 rows frozen. You can also freeze columns. All right, so I've frozen those rows. That means that I could sort this row, sort A to Z, so from biggest to smallest. And the first row will then not be moved in the sort. It will stay at the very top. You'll see just the teams then went away. But now I'm going to sort back by team, sort from A to Z, and now I have 1 through 4 back in order. All right. You will see in the bottom right-hand corner, just like in Docs and just like in Slides, the Explore button. And the Explore button here is pretty cool. You can do some formatting. So I can apply some nice colored formatting here. Makes it a little more readable. But you can also ask questions about your data. So the question I want to ask about this data is, what was the average for round 1? Maybe I'm not very good with spreadsheet formulas. So this takes my natural language of asking a question. And it found out that the average was 4, and it actually lets you see that formula that it used to calculate it. And now I can drag that formula right over here and insert the average. So that's just using natural language. Let's do it again. What was the average for round 2? And it found it was 3.5. And I can take that formula right over there. And let's do the last one. What was the average for round 3? And it was 2.5. There we go. See the formula and drag it. So even if you don't know how to create a formula for a spreadsheet, you can ask with the Explore feature and find out some really good calculations. I could also say, what was team 1 sum? Sum for all 3 rounds. And it will tell me, C5, what was team 1's sum for all 3 rounds? So they did the sum of round 3 from column A. So this isn't exactly what I wanted. So you do have to look to make sure that they gave you the data that you actually wanted. But that's a great place to start. If I just wanted to find the sum for tilde 1, I could do equal sum, and then the range of the cells that I want to add. So I want to do B1, B2, and you'll see it will highlight it, through B2. You'll see that it puts the dotted line about the cells that it will add together. And now I can see that team 1 got a total of 11. I can then Control C and paste that formula for teams 1 through 4 and get the sum for each team total. All right, now maybe I want to take this data. Oh, and you'll see now my Explore button has now created a chart, and I like that chart, so I'm going to insert that chart, and I've easily made like a nice graphic of my data. If I wanted to actually be a little more selective about my chart, I could go to Insert Chart, and I could choose the type of chart that I wanted to make. So I could see how each team did over the rounds. I can also choose what is my x-axis and what is my y-axis. So those charts are totally customizable. So again, to insert a chart, you just go to Insert, Chart, and create one. Now, if I want to put this chart into a Google Doc, let me open a new document. I'm just going to highlight the chart, and I'm going to Control-C, Control-Copy. And as the document opens, see if it's going to open, I can just Control-V and paste that chart into my Google document. That could be really useful for something like a lab report where the student wants to insert the data into the other commentary or dialogue that they are talking about. So they have their data, and then they could then write a discussion of the data below. All right, the last thing I wanted to say about Sheets is this tweet by Jake Miller, which is really awesome. And I have it linked into the assignment for you. But you can see that you can create spreadsheets using the Google Translate formula. This could be great for ELL students or world languages, and having students create lists of vocabulary. So you can see that in this one, he has words going from English. So he has English, Spanish. He has the word cheeseburger. Now he uses the formula Google Translate. And then in parentheses, he puts the cell and then English to Spanish. So you can go look at his tweet, get all those details. That's a great way to have students, ELL students, make a list of words or in world languages. All right, see you next time.